I think we give women backwards advice. Spend all your fertile years going to school and building a career. Then by the time you're like 30, 35 and you've got all that established, then you can think about getting married and having kids. Women's access to higher education is the #1 correlate around the world, regardless of economics, race, culture, status, anything, to falling birth rates. Education, career, education, career. Why do we tell them that? Otherwise, you're at the mercy of a man, and he'll abuse you, he'll take advantage. This is the myth of women's unpaid labor. So instead of cleaning your own house, educating your own children, cooking meals for your family, maybe for your parents or grandparents who can't cook for themselves, all the things we used to do for our own family, clerical work, bookkeeping for your husband's business, things like that, we're doing those things for corporations. There were people who pushed feminism, and it wasn't because women were oppressed and they cared about the position of women necessarily. It's because the same people who pushed the 19th Amendment and pushed progressivism and feminism were the same people who drafted the Federal Reserve legislation, came up with the income tax, came up with the compulsory education system. They pushed feminism because they said if we can push mothers and women into the workforce and we double the workforce through the university systems, we can kind of propagandize the young women to be socialists and to be Marxists, because they kind of tend that way anyway. The way that women's brains work is very like communitarian. For a reason, we're moms. You can just read the writings of these people, and they tell you. August Babel, Alexandra Kollontai, Margaret Fuller, like all these early 1800s writers were saying, we need to get women away from the home and away from being mothers and push them into the workplace, because then we can politicize them, we can motivate them into becoming revolutionaries. If you can get women, young women, into universities, they're very easy to propagandize. They're very easy to program with whatever worldview you want to give them. And if you want to make them into revolutionaries, they make excellent revolutionaries. This is why right now you see women going up to ICE agents and getting in their face and calling them names. If you're wondering why is it women? Why are women trying to fight ICE agents in the streets? It's because we send them all to college. They get indoctrinated with this Marxist feminist worldview that masculinity is toxic and bad, that men are inherently violent and oppressive, and women are inherently like Mother Nature, earth types who bring goodness and fairness into the world, make sure everyone has enough to eat. What these women see when they see ICE arresting, even if it's a sex criminal who has warrants, they don't care. They see him as a sweet, innocent victim of the evil white patriarchy. That these are fascist Nazis coming to arrest the beautiful baby immigrants who are helpless and need protection from mommy.